Gives us his thoughts on Draymond Green when we come back right after this. Legacy Box is a great gift, and you still have time to do this in time, for the holidays. And they have a great sale going on right now. Legacy Box is one of the few products that you'll find in stock, ready to ship. Make this holiday season special. Give the gift of memories. The videotapes, they're converted for just $9. Photos professionally scanned for as low as 7 cents. All of those memories, you put them in the Legacy Box. You ship it to them. They will digitize it. They've been doing this for over 10 years. They've helped out over 1 million families relive their favorite memories. Christmas mornings, maybe your granddaughter's first steps, although she's just crawling right now. Legacy Box is simple, safe way to digitize all those videotapes, film reels, and photos. And they've been helping people for a long time, and nobody does it better. So send them in. The team professionally digitizes everything by hand here in the United States, and then they get it back to you on the cloud or thumb drive with your originals. So professionally done with photos and videotapes. Last minute holiday offer. Go to legacybox.com/Patrick.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen. And right now you can save $375 off every window and $750 off every door. Just text GET to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Text GET to 200-300 right now to save $375 off every window and $750 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings won't last long. Text GET to 200-300. Don't wait. Text the word GET to 200-300. Text GET to 200-300.
The holidays are a time for coming together. Wherever together may be, here's to getting there safely. The exceptional vehicles at Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration can help you do just that. This holiday season, find incredible offers on the vehicles that you're bound to love, like the EQE SUV, equipped with 10-degree rear axle steering and automatic lane change. All electric vehicle, safe as it is spacious. Or the EQB, optional third row, room for up to 7. You can bring everybody. You can go anywhere for the holidays. And the unforgettable C-Class, designed with a driver-oriented screen and digital light. It's the sedan that puts you first. Still, there's more. Whether it's the spacious EQS SUV or the beautiful E-Class sedan, there's a vehicle for everybody. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration going on now through January 2nd. With exceptional cars and incredible offers, what's not to love? Learn more, mbusa.com/special offers, and have the happiest holidays of the season.
From the Whatever It Takes Moss Nissan Traffic Center.
WDAE
traffic update.
There's a bit of commotion due to accidents throughout the area, so travel with caution. Alderman Road westbound at US 19. Expect delays. East Lake Road southbound at Keystone Road. Heading over the bridges, you won't be expecting any delays on the Howard Franklin or Courtney Campbell. There's a high wind advisory over the Skyway, so travel with caution. Delays on I-4 westbound between the Selman Connector and I-275. See traffic troubles? Call the traffic tip line at 866-545-9595 with traffic. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex Fast Max Kickstart.
I woke up feeling sick with cold and flu symptoms the other day, and I thought I might miss my son's soccer game. So I took Mucinex Fast Max Kickstart Severe Cold and Flu, and now I'm feeling much better.
New Mucinex Kickstart. All in one and done relief. Use as directed.
Tampa, Sarasota, Wesley Chapel, Pinellas County, Lakeland, Orlando, listen up. Nothing is off limits during Brandon Ford's Holiday Sales Blitz. Over 100 full-size 2023 Broncos priced less than you can buy them at auction, including Outer Bank Badlands and Wild Tracks. That's not all. Brandon Ford is making room for 2024 Super Duties that are starting to arrive now, and all remaining 2023 Super Duties are discounted. That's right, even Lariats, F-350s, and diesel 4x4s are reduced reduced right now. Over 100 Super Duties in stock to choose from. If you own a business that needs a last-second write-off, this sale is for you. Bronco Sports priced under $30,000. Financing rates less than 2%. Beat inflation. Visit Brandon Ford today because the holiday sales blitz is only at Brandon Ford, Highway 60 and 301 in Tampa, and at BrandonFord.com, the largest volume Ford truck dealer in America. If you want to pay less, get to the holiday sales blitz at Brandon Ford.
Hey, it's Brett from Bull Oak. Are you struggling with erectile dysfunction? There's a groundbreaking solution available right now, and it's not a pill. Don't miss our exclusive one-day offer. Today, Wednesday, December 13th. Bull Oak employs cutting-edge wave therapy, a clinically proven technology that restores blood vessels and enhances blood flow with support from 60 clinical studies, including Cambridge. Are you ready to reignite the bedroom spark? Call us now to secure your free assessment and ultrasound. Today only, Bull Oak is giving callers their first treatment for free. That's right, one free treatment to solve the blood flow issue of erectile dysfunction. Become the man you want to be today, and don't be a manly pansy that has to wait for the pills to kick in. Call 813-219-1919. That's 813-219-1919. Guys, it's time to reclaim your life and put an end to erectile dysfunction. Contact Bull Oak now to qualify. Act before this offer expires today. Call 813-219-1919.
You're looking for excitement. You're looking for action. Look no further. Tampa Bay Downs is underway. The season is here, and all the greatest horse racing action going on right down the street in Oldsmar. So bring your cash, place your bets, and have a great time at Tampa Bay Downs. Check out the racing schedule. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays is when you're going to have all the action, and it's easy to get to and easy to get in as well. It's not going to cost you a lot to have a great time at Tampa Bay Downs. Check it out, TampaBayDowns.com. Live it up at the Downs.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Mix 100.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Bookmark it. 953WDAE.com for all your Tampa Bay sports needs and more. Now, more of the Dan Patrick Show on WDAE and streaming live on the free iHeartRadio app.
Exclusive offer on a vehicle that you'll love now through January 2nd. Learn more at MBUSA.com/special offers. Charles Barkley joined us in the first hour of the show. We'll bring back a couple of his comments about the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green. Tim Kawakami covers the Warriors, columnist for The Athletic, his podcast, the TK Show podcast, and Tim joins us now. What did you see from Draymond last night and the Warriors?
I just think this, if it isn't over, this dynasty isn't over, it's getting real close. And I think last night was kind of a threshold moment. Draymond getting thrown out again, likely getting suspended again for the second time in a month. Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney essentially kind of pulled from the rotation in the second half. This is, it's getting old, literally. These are older players, not Wiggins, but the other guys. They try to do it for one more time, and kind of the cycles of failure are being repeated this season, even going back to last season, and also they're speeding up. This is happening. We knew everything comes to an end. Dynasty has come to an end. Steph Curry's still playing great, but it wasn't going to last forever around him, and we're kind of seeing kind of a threshold moment, I think, where everyone was waiting for it, something good to happen, and last night was the exact opposite of it.
Can Draymond Green change?
I don't think so. He punched a teammate last year, and they traded the teammate, did not suspend Draymond, and gave him a 4-year deal for $100 million. And listen, you have to be around the Warriors to understand the full extent of why. Like, he has paid them back for their patience in a lot of different ways. They won a championship in 2022 when you didn't think maybe it was possible. But this kind of activity, this behavior has been what he does. He did this in the finals in 2016. We all know got suspended for a game, probably cost him a championship. Draymond is apologetic for these things. He apologized to Nurkic, at least publicly. I don't know if he did it personally, for last night. But this keeps happening. And I don't know what you do or say. Even Kerr last night was asked, what can you do about it? We just keep trying with Draymond. And they hope that he's there when it counts. They hope he doesn't do this in the worst moments. They really need him now because, as I said, Klay and Wiggins, especially, their games have fallen apart. You need to have Draymond, who is still a pretty good player, still a very good player at times. And he keeps getting himself off the court. I don't know if you can count on that. And in fact, I would say you probably can count on him not being on the court more often. As I said, this cycle seems to be speeding up. It seems to be, it's not going away, Dan. It's definitely not going away. And again, he got $100 million after he punched a teammate. It's hard to go back from that if you're the Warriors.
How much culpability is there with the organization?
So listen, they made a gamble with this. They made a bet. It won them championships. These are players that are foundational figures. And I keep saying none of this happens if Steph Curry doesn't want it to happen. Draymond Green does not get the $100 million contract, not the terms of it, but does not get that deal if Steph Curry didn't want Draymond Green beside him. Klay Thompson might not be here if that's, if Steph Curry doesn't want him there. He wants these guys around him because they've been so close. They've succeeded so much. They've created an atmosphere. It doesn't look like it now, but an atmosphere that has won so many things. 2022 really, once they won that championship, they were going to ride with these guys. The culpability is they wanted to try to put this together one more time, that they can't do it any other way. They don't want to break it apart. Well, they might have to do that. I mean, it's looking like they do have to do that, but they put themselves in a position they can't do it right now. So yeah, there's a culpability. It's a culpability for them saying what we had in 2022, and obviously the 3 championships before that, is worth riding all the way till the end. Well, we're seeing that now, and it's not going to be poetry. It's not going to be, great songs being sung on the court. This thing is going to end messy, and we're beginning to see how messy it can get.
Where does Steph Curry's career go from here?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to take a look at this, and can they redo it? And I don't think they can redo it this year. They're going to have to do it in the offseason quickly enough that it's going to match his timeline. I don't know. Remember the whole 2 timeline thing? That was what this was supposed to be. But Wiseman did not turn out to be a player who could do that. We'll see with Jonathan Kuminga. We'll see with Moses Moody. I kind of think they're going to sputter around on this and kind of like do stuff on the margins. Maybe you trade Chris Paul. That's the one really tradable piece they've got because of his contract. I don't think they can trade Klay Thompson. I don't think they can trade Draymond Green. Certainly not for anything that's good. So you might kind of just see what they got this season and then try to make something big for some player who matches his timeline next season. And I think next season is the last go. The last go might be now. I mean, Dan, it might have been last season, but Steph is playing so well. I think you owe it to him not to blow it up, and you give him, maybe try to trade for a 28-year-old, somebody who's in his prime. Maybe you try to sign that guy in some, convoluted deals using Chris Paul's contract. But this is what it's going to look like with him too. I mean, when they were out of the playoffs before they won in 2022, it looked like this: scramble around Steph, tries everything, and they don't have enough around him. They'll be very frustrated if they do that for another 3-4 years of his close to his prime. They don't have a ton of options around that. This might be what it is.
But Steph will end his career as a Warrior.
He signed for 3 more years. He likes it. Again, I don't think he's a guy who's going to be, ring hunting. He's got 4 of them. As long as he feels like they're trying their best to put something around him that works, I don't see how they do it. It just doesn't work that way. Whether Klay's a Warrior for much longer, whether Wiggins is, that's different. But I don't think Steph Curry leaves the Warriors, certainly not anytime soon. And this is the place where he's called it a career. This is a place where he's won. He's built a life here. Very tough to say, go send me to Chicago or go send me to Orlando. That's going to be hard for me to see.
Great to talk to you again, Tim. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us.
You got Dan.
That's Tim Kawakami, columnist for The Athletic, covering the Warriors. Make sure to check out the TK Show podcast. Charles Barkley was with us in the first hour, and we talked about a couple of things. And one was his reaction to Draymond Green last night.
He's frustrated because he can't play the way he used to play. That's probably what as a player, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, oh, man. Because I'm not saying this because I like Draymond. Everybody likes Draymond. But then I started doing stupid stuff when I couldn't play anymore. It was very frustrating. My last 2 years with the Rockets, I sucked as a player. You know, I actually hit Othello Harrington. Nobody knows about it. Othello Harrington, I hit him in practice because he was working so hard and there was nothing I could do about it. So I threw him down. And Rudy Tomjanovich, who I really respect, says, we're gonna vote and you're not gonna play. And I was humiliated, but it was because I couldn't play anymore. So I was playing dirty. I see the same thing with Draymond. He's not the same player, and he's frustrated.
I also asked Charles about the role that the Golden State Warriors play in disciplining Draymond Green.
I think the Golden State Warriors, you know, because Adam doing something really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But when your boss says, hey, you know what, it's time for us to sit you down because, you know, you just lose money when the league suspends you. I think you need to be embarrassed when your boss says, hey, you know what, you're hurting the team. I'm going to do something to you. So I think it's up to the Golden State Warriors to say, hey, you know what, Draymond, you've been great for this organization, been great for the team, but you're not worth the effort. You know, we tired of dealing with this BS. So I think the Warriors need to step in and say, hey, even before Adam does anything today, because he's going to get suspended. If the Warriors came out and said, hey, can we handle this situation? I think that would be the right thing to do, Dan, personally.
That's Charles Barkley, who joined us first hour of the program. And I don't know if the Warriors can say, Commissioner, let us take care of it. Like, with John Morant. If they could say, let us discipline him. Because it really comes down to he's your player. And you're the ones that are around him and policing him. And you need to win. And this is something that they've looked the other way for a long time because they realized at the end of the season, Draymond Green is going to be a positive, not a negative. But during the regular season, he's more of a negative now than he is a positive. Yes,
Draymond did that right in front of the Warriors bench yesterday. And the only reaction was one player putting his hands up like this. The coaches turn their heads and look. Steve Kerr doesn't even turn and look right away. He's still looking off to the side. After Draymond's just punched a dude in the face right in front of the bench, he doesn't even go like, whoa. There's not even anything, not even an ounce of surprise. They just look and they're like, oh.
They're desensitized. They are. They're not surprised with it. You can't be surprised with anything that he does. It's a shame. But this is where you buy into an act. He bought into the act. I'm a villain. So what? No amount of money. Do you find me is going to bother me? You can suspend me. Doesn't matter. And management has my back. My teammates have my back. I knocked out a teammate. That teammate got traded. I got $100 million. You can understand why Draymond goes out there and probably continues to act this way. It's not like Steve Kerr goes, you know what? I'm going to sit you down for a while. Yeah, I need you to think about this because you're not the player you once were. I need you to be smart. And for all those analysts who say, man, he's one of the brightest guys in the NBA, he can't be that bright. At some point, you're not that bright. Rodman, to me, was bright because he understood how to do it, toe the line, but he was waiting for you to punch him. Draymond is one, he's going to be punching you. All right, a couple of phone calls in here. 877-3DP Show. Email address, dp@danpatrick.com. Twitter handle at DP Show. Curtis in Kansas joins us on the program. Good morning, Curtis.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
And the boys and Todd. I just wanted to talk to you about your olive story and the lady going out of the store. I've worked at a grocery store for 27 years.
Okay.
So, A, she should have just turned around and told you where it was at. And B, the other thing, when you said we take great pride in letting you know where it is, it's not great pride. We have to tell you because it's very simple to look up on the signs and find it where it's at yourself. But, you know, it's as Paulie said, I think it was Paulie said, you know, you're the guy that's come in there 5 times and you ask silly questions. When you have people that shop in there on a daily basis and come up and ask you those silly questions, it's Mostly because they don't have contact with people, and they might be lonely. And I'm beginning to worry about you, Dan. You're getting close to retirement, and you're going to the grocery store to ask some questions, just to talk to people that I know you talk all day, but it's a little different.
Thank you, Curtis. No, and you could be onto something.
Curtis, stay on the line. We want to send you some gear.
Yes. The thing is sometimes I'm not even going there to pick up anything. I never said I went and got the olives.
How often can one person ask for olives at the store?
Hey, where are the olives? Same place they were yesterday.
I know this poor guy. He comes in. It's probably like 3 times a month he asks for olives. He comes in. He needs olives.
Isn't that the guy who used to be at Sports Center?
So lonely.
Like, what happened to him?
Excuse me. Where's the peanut butter? And what are you doing for the weekend? I got nothing to do.
Yeah. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. It doesn't. I'm just saying. I just go in and say hello to people. Walk by the seafood area. Joe is there. Sometimes we'll say...
Do you know his name?
Yeah.
Do you just lean your arm up on the counter?
Sometimes I'll go, hey, I'm just here for the halibut. And then he'll go, yeah, I know.
But are you the guy leaning the arm on the corner talking to Joe, and Joe's serving other people, but you're just kind of like, so you're getting a half pound of?
I cornered a woman who worked there, and we talked cheese for probably about 15 minutes.
The people are usually just lonely.
Yeah.
They don't have any.
And Curtis could be right. I have everything, but I really don't have anything. And that's why I go to the grocery store sometimes. My wife, normally you don't want to go to the grocery store because those people with their carts, they mean business at certain times of the day. And, I like to go when it seems to be a little bit quieter around dinner time. Just chat with people. Just say hello. Starbucks, I drive through, just say hello. Just see how you're doing. Yeah, it's Marv.
Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, prime time grocery store shopping.
Can be, yeah.
Go out there in your pajamas and your flip-flops.
I just, sometimes you just go in and you just say hello. That's all. Yeah, Todd.
Would you do something like that at the Jellycat? Hey, sliced thin, boar's head, good call by you, just to chat it up.
Yes.
It's a little disturbing.
Yes, I will. I become my older brother, and I become my father-in-law. My father-in-law, by the way, would go to the grocery store and just stay there for hours, and he would just be there and talking to people.